quick photo together.
That's the biggest shocker. Yeah, it's so
It's pretty good though.
No, you're all right.
The guy that took away yesterday? Yeah. They barely released.
I'm just processing everything.
Who would like to join me in my picture for a demonstration? Don't really know what's good. The last guest floated right out the window. The teachers had to curse her about it. Right, let's get down to the match. Big Quidditch match today. Nasty. What a crowd. Rumor has it that we may run from pitch. Better start thinking now which side will be taken. Gryffindor or Slytherin. Either way, enjoy the match. Have you heard?
Marbles might be just what the Slytherin team needs, judging from their most recent efforts. Exactly when was the last time your house won the Quidditch Cup, Salazar? I will not dignify that with an answer.
Listen to all of us properly. Our guests must think us most gracious hostesses.
Good. Then maybe they'll leave. If Dumbledore think it right and proper that they be here, then they are more than welcome. Perhaps one of our younger guests will wait for an hour one morning and find themselves summoned to Hogwarts.
Yes, just think, the next great witch or wizard could be walking through this room right now, unaware of their hidden talents, just like Harry Potter.
Potter! The boy who lived. The boy who survived by the seat of his pants is more like it. But you're wrong, Salazar. It was love that saved young Harry, not luck. Something to Guests, welcome. I am Professor Horace Downey, headmaster of Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. This is one of the young people who must study magic arts. Sorcerers, educated schools of young men and women, they have gone to distinguish themselves as fire visions and wizards. Few children, sheriff, and the dogs. Once a young boy named Tom Riddle stood precisely where you stand now. Of course, these days, he's best known by another name, Lord Voldemort. The name alone strikes fear into witches and wizards everywhere. And his hatred of muggles is widely known, but you're not threat. You're well protected while here. I've personally entrusted you enchantments and spells specifically intended to ensure your safety. But should you ever find yourself in pain, I'll take you when I tell all young boys and girls who pass through Hogwarts. There comes a time when all of us must make a choice between what is right and what is easy. Here's something you choose correctly. Now then, we're about to enter the Defense Against the Dark Arts classroom. As we are currently without a Defense Against the Dark Arts professor, enjoy your stay with us. Hello, that's your another country where keys and members.
Remember, each one in the room for clients.
See, Mom, everything worked out perfectly.
Except I'm stuck on this idea.
Ron will spin it.
No, it's not. That's always
Three of science disability. Please don't tell you about that.
Have you got a better idea, Ron?
Your voice is
Sorry.
Excuse me, we reckon we should all leave. Yeah, well, deadline goes. Sort of a requirement. They're muggles tonight, not more.
Saying what? Well, your parents happen to be muggles if you're cool one.
Anyway, we thought you might prefer to come with us and see a game finish.
Quidditch pitch. Of course, we'll need a bit of magic. The spell I learned from a world-class Quidditch player.
Hermione knows what these spells you see.
Ron, you're making it snowball.
Why does that always happen? I'm confused.
Monsieur Jinx and Canto.
She's barking, but she's brilliant. Someone's coming. Remember, the room for quiet.
See, that wasn't so bad, was it, Ron?
Not as bad as being on this podium. Keep your voices down, they'll not hear us. She's not making a noise.
Please.
I still can't believe that Hermione taught us is even.
It happens to be my general consensus a definitive one on Hogwarts.
Also, that's been really boring. I thought you might grow up in quick. talking about what is British skills. I'd really rather see for myself. Daddy? Ah, front door!
When boarded, it's always polite to ask ladies in your party where they like to stay.
I remember the day I took part in the rings for spin.
Thank you for listening. I say lessons done. We hope you live to tell.
With the wand. But you can get a Hello Kitty or something. Do they do anything, or they just kind of display?
They're more like collectibles. I've personally only sold two before, and both of the guests have helped out this year to $2. Yeah, it's way too heavy.
Oh, something's moving inside. Yeah, something's moving inside.
Good.
I'm Trevor Hayes, security director here at Jurassic World. Please pay attention to these important instructions and precautions. Gracias.
Hello and welcome. In just a few moments,
Now sit back and enjoy your tour.
Jurassic World.
Attention to these important instructions and precautions. Gracias.
Hello and welcome. In just a few moments, you are going to embark on an amazing adventure. You will be grouped in rows of 5 people. When the gate opens, step into the boat using the handrails for balance and the seat as step, moving all the way to the opposite side.
When you board the boat, you'll receive all small gas leaks. Face forward at all times while holding on to the left. Remember, forward, you are going to get wet.
Yes, you are. Please stay seated at all times. Make sure your personal belongings are safely stowed, including hats.
If something should fly off the boat, which could happen. Here at Jurassic World, please pay attention to these important instructions and precautions. Gracias.
Apex predator of the deep. You are clear for entry. Stegosaurus, one of the latest additions to our Jurassic World family.
Entering Predator Cove, home to some of
evenings, welcome to the platform. You're so hot, very appreciative, and on.
Welcome to Universal Studios Hollywood Tour. My name is Perry, and for the next hour I will be your guide as we venture behind the scenes at one of the world's largest and busiest production studios. I need to make sure each and every one of us have a pair of 3D glasses. If you do not have a pair of 3D glasses, raise your hand high and keep it raised. Make sure you get a pair of 3D glasses. Also, if you have any young people with you whose feet don't touch the floor as they sit in these beautiful blue padded seats, you want to make sure to move them towards the center of the tram. That actually goes for anything of value you want to keep with you to the end of the tour. You want to keep it well away from those big empty windows on either side of the tram. We have
You are standing on a real star. You're guaranteed a seat at the next
to hit the road. Wave goodbye to everybody at the gate. We're never going to see them again. Now I'm a co-host of the tour. He's the host of That's My Jam, the Emmy-nominated game show on NBC. Also, The Tonight Show. It's Mr. Jimmy Fallon. Take it away, Jimmy.
Oh, hey there. I made it. Welcome to the Universal Studio Tour. I'm Jimmy Fallon. I'll be making sure that you get through this experience in one piece. You've got the very best guide, Perry, and the greatest driver.
Tram movements, loud noises, fire effects, and many water effects. You want to have your camera out for all the great photo opportunities. Keep an eye on it so it doesn't get wet. Finally, for the safety of you and for the safety of those around you, please don't use selfie sticks while on board the tram. Now, as we begin our descent into the heart of our working production studio, you can see on the side of our tram movie posters that represent some of the thousands of films we made on the sites that we opened our doors back on March 15th, 1915. Our founder, Carl Lemley, said he wanted to make Universal City into the strangest city in the world, a city devoted entirely to filmmaking, and we
sweep you up in adventure. Kong literally does that. I mean, you're on board the ship, you're sailing to a lost island, you're encountering monsters and creatures from, prehistoric times. So I was thrilled when Universal invited me back to Scotland. It was great to have you along for the ride. Now, we have created this 3D immersive experience, so you're going to have your glasses ready. Don't put them on yet, just have them in your hand because we're about to return to Skull Island.
Please remain seated at all times. Keep a firm grip on your personal belongings. The ride is about to get pretty rough, and we don't want to leave anything or anyone behind. And finally, for your safety and for the safety and comfort of those around you, please do not use flash photography or artificial lighting of any kind while you're inside the demonstration.
We really put a lot of thought into the character and personality of Kong, and he's so much more than a monster. In fact, he's not a monster. He is an incredibly majestic, ancient creature. He's a force of nature. He's old, he's wise, he's proud, he's fierce, and obviously he has a heart. The most important feature with Kong are his eyes. Kong's eyes are wonderfully expressive. They're full of emotion. His eyes are like a window into his personality and his heart. He's had an enormous number of encounters with his foes, the T-Rexes and the various dinosaurs on Skull Island, so he's been beaten up, scarred, chewed up, spat out by these dinosaurs at various times, and he wears the scars of a lot of ancient battles.
Kong 360 in 3D was projected on some of the world's largest digital 3D screens, standing over 40 feet tall and 180 feet wide, utilizing some of the most advanced technology in filmmaking today. The film was designed by Peter Jackson and the team at Weta FX. The filmmakers at Weta have won 7 Academy Awards and worked on movies like King Kong, The Planet of the Apes, the Lord of the Rings trilogy, and Avatar from Disney Studios.
With a project like a studio tour, the audience is in the middle of that number of pixels and presenting them to the audience. It's a hell of a ride.
When our tram was pulled off its track and projected onto the giant screen of King Kong 360 3D, it became what we know in the industry as a picture car. Any vehicle you see on screen is a picture car. In over 100-year history, we've amassed quite a collection of picture cars, and we're sharing some of our favorites with you right now on our left-hand side. One of my favorites comes up at the end from Paramount Pictures' Transformers. The Bradley infantry fighting vehicle looks like a steel tank made of rivets and metal. It's actually plywood and plastic, so we can pick it up and move it for the camera and blow it up and put it back together again. Here's some more examples of how we use picture cars in the movies.
Look out!
A friend of mine wants to introduce the next section of our tour.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
What surrounds you are props, picture cars, and set pieces from the original trilogy of Jurassic Park films, including the mobile lab from the Lost World Jurassic Park, and many of our dinosaurs are on standby in these cages. Where are the dinosaurs? The dinosaurs aren't in their cages. Everybody be on the lookout for the Dilophosaurus's. Just try to stay out of their way. Steven Spielberg, the director for the original Jurassic Park, was fond of using practical monsters. He was insistent on using animatronics or puppets, so the actors would have actual things to react to as opposed to a ball on a stick for a computer-generated image. So, consider that what we just experienced, your audition for Jurassic Park. You're ready to go, being scared by a real dinosaur. Let's look at how we use that mobile lab from the Lost World Jurassic Park.
Don't move!
Now I'm going to start this clip again, and I would like to point out a couple things to you that maybe you didn't know. That's the actual mobile lab we just passed by on top of one of our parking structures in front of the back lot. The rain, of course, is real. But how do we get rain to appear on camera on cue when we're ready to record here in sunny Southern California? We're going to demonstrate that for you right now, using sound effects and lighting effects and water from our overhead water sprinkler system here on our old Mexico sets. There's the sound and lighting effects right now, making it sound like a big storm is a-coming. And here comes the rain. What is more relaxing than the sound of a fine autumn rain? Our sprinkler system is a little bit different than those you have for your lawn at home. Our sprinkler spigots are mounted on big poles, pointed straight towards the sky so the camera can capture the falling water like naturally occurring rain. But you know what happens when you let the water run too long. Brace yourselves. Let's look at how we use this actual set in the movies.
You can't outrun a wolf, kid!
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Now we say goodbye to old Mexico and howdy to the old West. Universal Studios has a long history of producing Western films, starting all the way back in our silent era of the 1920s. Of course, these sets have been used much more recently than that for films like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, directed by Quentin Tarantino, and TV series like Quantum Leap, renewed for its second season on NBC. Here's some more examples of how we've used these Western sets over the years. In a few moments, when we pull forward out of the Western sets, I want to focus your attention to the left-hand side of the tram as we make our turn. Across Park Lake, the body of water you'll see in front of us, there's some of the newest sound stages on the back lot. Soundstage 30, 31, and 32. That's the current home of The Voice, where we're already hard at work producing season 24 with our newest coaches, Reba McEntire, John Legend, Niall Horan, and Gwen Stefani. So much to look forward to there. Park Lake you might recognize, a familiar body of water in front of us, as the Amazon Basin from Creature from the Black Lagoon. Park Lake has been used as the Pacific Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, even the Mississippi River for our lavish musical show, Little Europe. Little Europe we can make to look like anything we need, from Transylvania for Dracula, Egypt for The Mummy, or even The Afterlife for the hit NBC comedy a couple years ago, The Good Place.
You, Eleanor Shellstone, are dead.
Cool.
This location, The Afterlife, come on. I've never ever seen this. You're in the good place.
I'm not supposed to be here. I can't risk going to the bad place.
Maybe it's not all that bad.
How can I help you?
What is the bad place like?
Well, it doesn't sound awesome.
You can catch all 4 seasons of The Good Place on our streaming platform, Peacock. You might also recognize these sets as Genovia from The Princess Diaries 2, or the fairy tale kingdom of Rodgers and Hammerstein's Cinderella, starring Whitney Houston and Brandy, both of those films from Disney Studios. On our right-hand side, we're passing the Court of Miracles used in the film The Hunchback of Notre Dame, celebrating its 100-year anniversary. That film was sent to theaters back in 1923.
I think you always think of monsters. Dracula, Frankenstein, Wolfman, Bride of Frankenstein, The Mummy, The Hunchback of Notre Dame, The Invisible Man, Phantom of the Opera.
Get my attention. I will be back to assist you, but please remain seated at all times. We're going to meander our way through these Western sets, also known as 6 points, because during our silent era of filmmaking, we were able to make 6 different movies on these sets at the same time. Those early days were also the very beginnings of our studio tour. Carl Lemley, our founder, would charge admission of 2 bits to the general public. 2 bits is 25 cents. Provide them with a boxed lunch and a seat on a grandstand he erected here at 6 Points so they could watch the films being made, root for the hero and boo the villain, make as much noise as they wanted to because they were silent movies. My co-host Jimmy Fallon has some strong opinions about 6 Points and the Western sets.
This
This town ain't big enough for the both of us, Jimmy Fallon.
Well, I ain't going anywhere, Jimmy Fallon.
Now look here. Nice folks in this tram don't want no trouble. They just want to check out 6 Points, one of the oldest sets on the Universal Lot.
I hear this is where John Wayne and Jimmy Stewart shot a few of their westerns.
That's right. That's where I aim to shoot you.
Well, it's a beautiful evening. What do you say we head to the beach? I know the perfect spot on Amity Island, a small New England town that's been bothered recently by a great white shark. But that's all in the past. They caught the culprit. He's hanging there on the pier. And they see the police boat in the harbor. Oh, hang on. Is that a fin in the water? To Bruce, our mechanical shark, named after the mechanical shark in the 1975 summer blockbuster Jaws, directed by Steven Spielberg. Mr. Spielberg named that shark after his lawyer. Our mechanical shark Bruce is a lot more reliable than his. That shark sunk to the bottom of the ocean on the first day of filming.
That's a much maligned shark. The shark was frustrating. It didn't really work all the time. It didn't work hardly at all.
Wherever you were on the island, you could hear the radio waves. They were always saying, the shark is not working. Repeat, the shark is not working.
We just waited around. We just waited and waited and waited. The shark worked well enough. For a while there, I had the biggest result. So I really owe the shark a lot.
You might also recognize our Jaws lake as Cabot Cove because for 12 very successful seasons beginning in the 1980s, it was 10 movies. Next up, coming up on our left-hand side, we get a little peek of Colonial Street, used for the Netflix comedy Never Have I Ever. You might also recognize it as the neighborhood of Wisteria Lane from Desperate Housewives because for all 8 seasons of the hit ABC dramedy from Mark Cherry, this was its primary filming location. And now we're headed into Wilderness Road. Sometimes the script that demands that the character be stranded in the middle of nowhere, and our middle of nowhere is a lot closer to a bathroom, has better security, and generally speaking, a lot fewer wild animals, though the closer we get to sunset, you never know what little critters might be lurking among the bushes and trees. So keep your eyes out peeled for any random coyotes lurking in the shadows. They use this as the site of an overturned limousine on an episode of 911 for Fox Television starring Angela Bassett recently, and that limousine would be another picture car. Our picture car collection has grown so big we can't keep it all in one place, so we're going to share some of our favorites with you. Coming up on our right-hand side, Bumblebee from Transformers. And there's a whole fleet of vehicles from the Fast and the Furious franchise, including Dom Toretto's Black Dodge Charger. Of course, Fast and the Furious final chapter, or latest chapter, Fast X, is streaming on Peacock right now from Universal Pictures. And now as we round the corner out of the main highway to a little Ottawa motel with 12 cabins and 12 vacancies, The Bates Motel, starring Janet Leigh.
We all go a little nuts.
These are the original sets from the 1960 classic film. And with so much history, there's bound to be some ghosts lurking among the shadows. And now from one of the oldest standing sets in Hollywood to one of the most impressive. It's War of the Worlds, directed by Steven Spielberg.
Set is a perfect example of a set that is all designed around a vision that Steven had.
When you first began to sit down to talk about War of the Worlds, I thought, what if the 747 goes down right in a big neighborhood? Because it's just something you don't see.
You're doing good. You're doing good. Keep your eyes on me. Listen, listen, I want you to close your eyes, okay? Got them closed? Robbie, get in. Get in.
We're now about 10 minutes from the end of the tour. I want to remind everybody to please remain seated during the entire tour. Pull that red cord above your head if you director Jordan Peele. And the next site on our tour, the set Jupiter's Claim from his latest sci-fi epic, Milk.
Movie magic only happens when a team of collaborators, often in the hundreds, work together to take an impossible notion and bring it to life. This is Jupiter's Claim, a nostalgic, small-time Southern California amusement park owned by former child star Ricky Jupe Park. Over there, look into the winking well and have your picture taken just like the kids in that old 90s movie Kid Sheriff. That's what this whole place is loosely based on. Remember that one? No? Why? A little further down, you can see the brand new Star Lasso experience, built to showcase an unbelievable new live show. It's not looking so live anymore. Anyway, behind this Hollywood fantasy, old fresh frontier town lies a sinister secret. Welcome to the world of no.
Take his advice and get out.
I like that one. I have that one.
Well, we've learned a heck of a lot about how we make movies. Now it's time for you folks to be in a movie. Here's the role. You witnessed a terrible crime, and international crime boss Owen Shaw is after you. So we need the protection of our family. And Dom Toretto and his crew have told us to meet him here at Sullivan's Garage so they can protect us. Please remain seated at all times. Keep a firm grip on your personal belongings. The ride is about to get pretty rough again. And remember, no flash photography while we're indoors, please.
My name is Roman Pierce. Pleased to meet you. Buddy Hobbs asked us to stash you. That work of art back over there was made by my man Tej. Think of it as like a Mona Lisa on wheels. Extra rock.
So did you break it down to them?
What's that?
You had one job to do, Roman, one. All right, Look, guys, we're gonna keep Shaw from finding you, but to keep you safe, we need your help. We don't want the syndicate tracking us here, so put away your cameras and turn off your cell phones. One flash or one ringtone could give us away.
I need y'all to take this real serious.
Okay, pull into the next bay and we'll meet you in there.
This is what we're doing. This is the race day after party, and where the other?
Roman Pierce, FBI, don't move. Neil, that's right, party's over.
You know how long I took to iron this shirt, man? I'm not.
You're under arrest right now.
Ladies, just back up a little bit. Got it. It's lightweight. First of all, I don't work for you.
Oh, really? Well, tell me, Roman, who do you work for?
We don't work for nobody. I suggest you clear out of here, otherwise we can't guarantee your safety.
Guarantee my safety? I'm the one holding the gun.
Yeah, but mine's a whole lot bigger than yours. Hobbs, escort this novice out. Let's go, Cookie Puss.
You got an ugly suit on, man. It's cheap.
Somebody out there really pissed off Shaw. It's gonna get ugly fast.
Yeah, don't worry. Lucky for you, our whole family will protect you.
Are you kidding me, Roman? You didn't shut off your phone, bro?
I gotta call you back. I'm in the middle of something.
See what I'm talking about?
Call you back. Man, it was on vibrate.
Shaw traced us. Hobbs can't hold him forever. Letty, Roman, we're up. Driver, move that vehicle.
It's about to get real interesting. My Mona Lisa's all warmed up right next door.
Grab your truck. I need you and Letty ready to roll.
It's time to put on those 3D glasses, remain seated, and keep a firm grip on your personal belongings.
This is our turn.
After them!
Okay, guys, it's showtime. Come to the left. Still ain't moving fast enough. Roman, Letty, hook him up. Now we're moving.
Look out!
the Fast and the Furious Supercharged.
Hell of a job, everybody. You've protected the witness and you can resume breathing.
You know it's crazy out there. You guys work hard. Respect.
You know, my Mona Lisa got messed up a little bit, but it's all good. We got through it. Y'all held us down. Appreciate it.
They say the bigger the family, the stronger it is. You guys did good out there. And you're welcome to join our crew anytime.